With the views, they be showing nigga love. Took 200 and it was what it was. Had a nigga locked like your boy went thug. They be like, Rello, can you really hold a grudge? I be in the hood with them hitters. From the bottom to the top, real nigga. Say the wrong word, I spit you. If you try to get it off, I get you. Number one, and you know I gotta go. If you didn't know, motherfucker, know. Thanks for tuning in to the show. It's your boy, J. Rello. 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 Shit. Big Rello when I'm hopping off the plane. In a suit, bet they know my name. In a place you don't even need game. Numbers on the tube insane. I'm a fundraiser just for the sport. Remember days I was crying at the port. Remember days I was crying in court. It's Big Rello, nigga, fuck what you thought. Number one when it comes to the show. Got a flight and you know I gotta go. New channel, nigga, check my flow. If you didn't know, motherfucker, know. With the views, they be showing nigga love. Took 200 and it was what it was. Had a nigga locked like your boy went thug. They be like, Rello, can you really hold a grudge? I be in the hood with them hitters. From the bottom to the top, real nigga. Say the wrong word, I spit you. If you try to get it off, I get you. Number one, and you know I gotta go. If you didn't know, motherfucker, know. Thanks for tuning in to the show. It's your boy, J. Rello. 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 Shit. Big Rello when I'm hopping off the plane. In a suit, bet they know my name. In a place you don't even need game. Numbers on the tube insane. I'm a fundraiser just for the sport. Remember days I was crying at the port. Remember days I was crying in court. It's Big Rello, nigga, fuck what you thought. Number one when it comes to the show. Got a flight and you know I gotta go. New channel, nigga, check my flow. If you didn't know, motherfucker, know. With the views, they be showing nigga love. Took 200 and it was what it was. Had a nigga locked like your boy went thug. They be like, Rello, can you really hold a grudge? I be in the hood with them hitters. From the bottom to the top, real nigga. Say the wrong word, I spit you. If you try to get it off, I get you. Number one, and you know I gotta go. If you didn't know, motherfucker, know. Thanks for tuning in to the show. It's your boy, J. Rello. 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 Shit. Big Rello when I'm hopping off the plane. In a suit, bet they know my name. In a place you don't even need game. Numbers on the tube insane. I'm a fundraiser just for the sport. Remember days I was crying at the port. Remember days I was crying in court. It's Big Rello, nigga, fuck what you thought. Number one when it comes to the show. Got a flight and you know I gotta go. New channel, nigga, check my flow. If you didn't know, motherfucker, know. With the views, they be showing nigga love. Took 200 and it was what it was. Had a nigga locked like your boy went thug. They be like, Rello, can you really hold a grudge? I be in the hood with them hitters. From the bottom to the top, real nigga. Say the wrong word, I spit you. If you try to get it off, I get you. Number one, and you know I gotta go. If you didn't know, motherfucker, know. Thanks for tuning in to the show. It's your boy, J. What up, YouTube? It's your boy, J. Rello. Tell you, I said hello back with another banger live. I want to welcome you guys to Welcome Home Rello, a live presentation by the number one traveling YouTuber, your boy, J. Rello, man. Tell you, I said hello. Yes, I did make it out of Nairobi, Kenya. I'm here back in Gary at the one and only Lil Adams, chilling, having a good time, enjoying being back from such a crazy tumultuous trip to Nairobi, Kenya. I'm good. Everything went great. I was able to get out of the country without anything touching me, because anybody touch me in this bitch, it gets up there. You know what I'm saying? As you can tell, I'm in good spirits. I'm happy. I figured, I just got in yesterday. I wanted to make sure I got in, make sure I got safe before I wanted to go live and just let everybody know that I'm back in Gary, out of Kenya, reporting live. It's the number one traveling YouTuber, your boy J Rello, man. What can I say? So, I've had some time to think about some things. Um, Here's the plan. So after everything that happened this last trip, I've kind of decided I basically I want to actually take a detox and a break away from YouTube for a little while, guys. Going so viral from the last Kenya trip has basically put me in a space to where it was a lot. So I gotta basically get back recentered, get back refocused on what my goals is with traveling and how I want my life to look and just everything. I would have never dreamed that the Kenya trip was gonna be so crazy. Like it went on paper, it was just supposed to be a simple, cool trip to lead up to the Thailand trip. But as y'all can see, everything kind of went off the heels with everything that I plan to do. Literally nothing went on schedule like it was supposed to. So I'm here back in Gary. Kind of want to get refocused, get my money together, get my life together. I still want to travel. I'm going back and forth with some places I want to go to next. Um, I just only thing I know for sure is I'm taking a break off of YouTube, guys. That's the main thing I've 100% certain off of because it's just like, guys, y'all saw everything that happened and it really it did a blow to my reputation that I just really gonna have a tough time, shaking back from. Just as far as like traveling and knowing how big my voice is. I didn't never think that anything I said or did was gonna go so crazy as it did, but it seems like y'all know the trips are always so unpredictable. Kenya was crazy. I ain't gonna lie, Kenya was definitely crazy. So long story short, um, this is how it's gonna go. I'm gonna give you guys one more live next week. It's gonna be the Kenya review. It's gonna be really long, really comprehensive. I spent 30 days out there. Of course, I'm gonna talk to you guys tonight. Just kind of gloss over everything, and then next week I'm gonna have all my talking points and everything that I want to break down because it's just a lot to unpack from the Kenya trip. I know y'all like Rella. We don't even need a breakdown. We saw how shit went. There's people still doing videos on you from it. So I'm just kind of in this spot where I'm just kind of, I need some peace. I need peace. This last month has taken a lot out of me, guys. I ain't gonna lie. It's been, I know it, from an outside looking in, it looks like I'm just like some Superman character, but I'm a real person. I have feelings and the things that happened on the last trip, I'm not happy about. I'm not, I'm very I'm traumatized from everything that happened. And it's gonna take me a while to kind of get back to how I really want to get back to you guys for real for sure. So I just really I've been you give so many people so many clout and it just you want to take a break, guys, and I think you guys could understand if y'all was in my position because it's when you just the center of attention for so many months and so many days and it's nothing is positive, it takes a toll on you. So I'm gonna take a break off from YouTube for a few months. I'm debating on if I'm gonna have to showcase my next trip because guys, it's and we're gonna talk about this tonight. It's becoming diminishing returns. As much as I want to show you guys the trips, it's just the powers that be are working so hard against me bringing you guys the content. So it's kind of like if I'm fundraising for the content and then the outside scenarios are hurting me from keeping you guys from getting the content, it's a lot. And I don't want to ever put myself in a position to where you guys aren't getting the content because of, what's going on. So I'm just kind of in a position where it's just I've reached celebrity status, and it's basically I see why celebrities don't post everything that they got going on because it just opens up Pandora's box and a lot of things behind the scenes you guys don't really understand. Of this trip has shown me that a lot of these niggas is straight bitches. That's the one thing I learned from Kenya is niggas is bitches, and it taught me patience too. Kenya taught me patience, and Kenya taught me. Um,
how big my name was, and then niggas. That's like my three main takeaways, because there was a lot of niggas that switched up on me. There was a lot of people that's hating on me. It's a lot of people that dick rolled ops and everything. I remember everything. I've seen everything. I've heard everything. I know who was there for me. I know who wasn't there for me. So all I want to say to y'all is y'all can stay on that side if you're on that side, because one thing about Rello, this ship takes off without passengers. You know what I'm saying? So long story short, I'll be back better than ever. Like I said, I'm gonna give y'all a fire Kenya review just to kind of refresh you guys on there. It's so much I have, so much stuff y'all ain't seen, from the glasses, stuff I'm gonna put together on the live, stuff I want to talk about. We gonna start really early next Friday. I'm gonna just spend all week clipping things together, showing y'all stuff that y'all didn't know, stuff that I couldn't really tell y'all about. So long story short, it's gonna be great. Yeah, I saw the video about the fake email conversation. I mean, guys, that's so old. Like, y'all gotta understand, man. Everything I've ever shown y'all is just real. I've never ran any type of scam. I've never ran any type of play. Everything from the cancellation both times are real. Like, people that did it know that it's real. So it's kind of like, I'm never gonna ever run a play on my subscribers, because I always had nothing but love, respect, and admiration for all the love you guys have shown me. I still love traveling. Um, I know for sure I'm taking a break off of YouTube, because I'm too famous now, guys. I'm just too famous, and I'm just not in a position where it's taking the fun out of it when like it's draining, guys. And I had even people tell me like, I don't see how you do it and this and that, and then you know, it's it makes it easier because you had a support, but at the end of the day, I still really love traveling so much, and if showcasing it to y'all is gonna keep hurting me and put me in a position where I can't really get the content to you guys. It's just not gonna be worth it. Like, they was telling me fundraise for a Sioux trip, and I'm like, I ain't gonna be able to get no fucking content in Sasua. I'm too famous in Sasua. I like in my last year even shows that, because I even underestimated how famous I was out there. But like, I'm just too well known in these places that you know word gets around fast with these chicks and stuff, and so I've just kind of my celebrity has eclipsed even my ability to kind of go into these countries and go live and give y'all great on the spot content that I know you guys love. So I it's just an unfortunate fact at this point that I just can't really deliver it like I used to when I was kind of lesser known. Like, I gotta change my name now behind, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how serious it is. Like, I can't even tell girls my name. They get on YouTube, type in RE, and then next thing you know, my whole life story is right in front of them. So when you get that famous, man, it I never thought this day would come. Well, I would have to, even y'all saw on the trip, I would have to withdraw on some days to kind of like let shit cool down when everything was Rello and Kenya crashing out. You know what I'm saying? So I just really, really hope you guys understand with all of your heart. I really appreciate everything that anybody has done for me. Subs, looked out, so many trips, thousands of dollars raised to make these trips possible for you guys. And it just hurts me. It hurts me that I've become, such a big figure to where it's like everything I do, anything I do, is gonna be criticized, magnified, blew up. It's just, it sucks. And that's the downside of, I think, fame, that a lot of people don't really get to see, is that you could do the best thing ever, and if somebody puts it in a bad connotation, next thing you know, you're like the worst person ever when you had good intentions. So um I left Kenya with a new lease on life. I left hungry. I left excited about the fact that I have found a place that I could actually live and stay, and be low key on a decent budget. I feel like the cost effectiveness of Kenya was the best reason alone for me to go. Like I said, that was the first place I ever went where I was like, wow, you could really come out here with 2 or 3 thousand and really live a really him type of lifestyle. And I never, I'll forever be grateful for Kenya for showing me that, because everywhere else has just been living la vida loca. You know what I'm saying? So I'm definitely I'm in a different space mentally after the Kenya trip. I'm more motivated. I'm more financially focused. I'm just definitely in a space where um, I'm recentered, and I think I'm going to rebrand and come back stronger than ever. I still know that my subs are believing in me. I still know everybody's counting on me to be, what I need to be. But I just honestly need a break after so much drama. Y'all know I like peace. I value peace. As a man, we value peace. And Kenya trip was chaotic, to say the least. I will say that. So, long story short, a lot of people switched up on me. I'd been, shooting out calls and getting texts back and all of that. I've been hearing what everybody's been saying, and I'm kind of like, okay, all right. You know what I'm saying? They gonna love you till they hate you. So, um, I love that quote from Batman. You either die a hero, you live long enough to see yourself become the villain. And I feel like I've came to that point because it's been so many fundraise trips, so much hate, so much craziness. Going viral, the most unnecessary viral moments in history. Just underestimating the platform and what I mean to the actual universe and to the actual travel space. Just undermining my own self was just really kind of like one of those things. So I'm here today with an update live, just letting you guys know I did make it home. I'm here in Gary. They said I was never going back to So yeah, long story short, I'm just back on the grind, back feeling it. It's a lot going on right now. Just got to get refocused. And YouTube's, as much as I loved it, and as much as I've cherished having a platform where I could reach out to millions of people and talk to them and talk to the subs and show y'all these incredible trips. I know when it's time to take a break and get refocused, and so that's what I'm gonna do. I don't know if my next trip is gonna be publicized because I feel like I need a whole nother trip in between the next trip to kind of enjoy the trip without the celebrity stuff coming into it, man. Because man, I got grown men that's obsessed with me, guys. Like I'm doing this black screen live because I just don't even want anybody clipping me and putting this anywhere. It's insane. It's too much, guys. It's too much. I'm too famous. It's just too much. It's just too many haters. It's just, I'm doing black screen live just talking to you for a reason, because it's just if I don't speak, nobody has content for their fucking channels. It's insane for sure. Um so I'm playing around with the idea of just paying out of pocket for my next trip and staying low key just to enjoy a trip outside of the shenanigans, because I lost a lot of different connections that I could have made based off trying to get this content for you guys, man. And it really hurt me to the point where I was hurt for sure. So yeah, that's pretty much what I've been thinking about. I just got back yesterday, so we not working. We just gonna find us a little gig it out, stay on the ultra grind. I don't even want to say the next places yet that I want to do because I still want to keep a little anonymity between, I'm playing with Thailand, I'm playing with going back to Africa, I'm playing with DR. I ain't gonna lie, I'm playing with a few different places. I'm undecided because I feel like it's calling me after such a chaotic trip. I think I need that peaceful vibe again for sure. So I'm kind of in this spot where Pattaya trip might be calling me. I need some good massages. So long story short, I'm just kind of I'm playing around with a couple of different places. So you guys are gonna hear from me really soon. It might be months, before you hear from me. I'm thinking about taking a little break until July, guys. I mean, not July. I mean January. I'm really thinking it's gonna be that something is telling me take a break, take like a 3 month break. Just kind of get yourself together. Like I said, I might have a personal trip in that time frame, but I will be hitting you guys with one more Kenya review next week, and that'll be my last live that I'll be hitting you guys with. Next Friday live. And, we're gonna take a little break off. I know they were saying Sue Halloween and all of this. I just honestly, I'm drained, guys. Honestly, I can't think about anywhere. I can't think about a trip right now. I'm tired, and I want a trip without the outside influences because everybody has YouTube. I gotta change my name to deal. I'm telling chicks my real name and regretting it because I'm thinking in my head like, damn, I told her my name. My name is this. She looks on YouTube, and it's bad for me, guys. And that's cool to happen once or twice. When it starts happening to every single girl you dealing with, when it's already so tough to even naturally attract a lot of these women, it's very frustrating. It's very frustrating. So it's kind of like I've outgrew. I've become so famous. I've outgrew the privilege of staying under the radar. It's almost like at this point where like Will Smith hollers at a girl because I'm just everybody knows Rello. You know what I'm saying? So it's just it's just an unfortunate it's an unfortunate situation to be in where you're just like, damn, you can't even be as low as you wanted to. Like I might really be going back to pre-recorded content because the live stream just live in ground on location when you got so many people that's what I'm saying? So it's kind of it's like I'm constrained by my fame, if that makes sense. I ain't gonna lie. If I say anything that's anything near disparaging to a country or a place or something I don't like, somebody comes out of nowhere, makes a 20-minute smear video, and then next thing you know, I'm going viral again. So it's just I'm in a in a in a I'm in a I'm in a catch 22. I'll be damned if I do, damned if I don't. And it's not right for me to fundraise knowing that, you know, anything I do could just have so many negative ramifications. I have a brand, and this trip really hurt my brand from just the optics of everything that happened. It showed me a lot about a lot of things, and I'm definitely I'm shocked about how everything turned out. I mean, it's crazy. I ain't gonna lie. I became public enemy number one in Kenya. So here I am telling you guys what I'm planning. I really appreciate everything that everybody was that everybody came together and helped me out with. It's a lot I want to talk to you guys about, but I'm gonna save it for the Kenya review because it's just I gotta watch what I say because half of the Kenya review is gonna be on YouTube and half of it's gonna be on Twitter where I can really kind of speak a little bit more freely because I have to really watch what I say now because God, I wish I could talk like we was back in the barbershop, but it's just those those days are long gone. I have to speak like Barack Obama now on these platforms. Really monitoring everything I say because if I say one wrong thing, I'm viral again. So it's just definitely crazy. So uh, he said the last Twitter audio needs to be explained. Uh, hold on one second. So long story short, I'm not a perfect person, guys. I've done some things in my life that I'm not proud of. I've said some things in my life I'm not proud of. I have a temper. I'm trying to be better as a man every day as as every day moves forward. Um, it's just very, very it's very hard to basically when you come from when you come from where I come from and you live the life like I have lived, and it's I've always been in trouble from. I'm no stranger to trouble. As much as that pains me to say, it's kind of like I've always been in trouble because I just naturally attract everything. I'm just a naturally attractive person, and people basically feel the need to want to interact with me because, like I said, my whole life I've always ran from being the person that's in the front, but I've always been the person that was in the front because people look up to me, and that's always been a tough reality because I've always looked at myself as like, don't look up to me. So now I'm in this spot where people are looking up to me and people are expecting me to lead them down this path, and I'm like questioning, am I even worthy enough to be a leader sometimes? So it just becomes this vicious cycle of people expecting so high from me, and I'm just feeling like I might not be able to deliver as much as people want from me. And I just always found myself in that cycle because um it's just a burden of attention is what it boils down to. When you're blessed with attractive energy and people listen to you and your word is valuable, you have a tremendous burden. Uncle Ben said it, in spite with great power comes great responsibility. And I really underestimated how much power and weight and value what I say to you guys on this YouTube platform actually carries. But this Kenya trip was definitely eye opening for me as far as like just speaking and just knowing what to say, watch what you're saying stuff that you really don't mean, hoping that they catch it as a joke, but people are taking stuff so literal because they hanging on every word because every word I say to them means everything. So I'm just kind of in this spot where it's like, realizing my power in this situation. And I just really I took it for granted. And this trip really showed me like, Relo, you're better than this. And I'm gonna do better. I'm gonna move ahead with my head held high. I'm gonna grind for these next months. Everything's gonna be great. I'm in great spirits. It feels great to be home after almost getting stranded out there in Kenya. Um, I got a lot of things that I'm cooking behind the scenes. I just want to use this time to get refocused, get my laser back sharp, and kind of just get back to the essence of why I started a travel YouTube channel in the beginning. I'm just gonna let a lot of the hype die down. I see people are still making videos about me and that's it's nothing I can do about that. But the reason why I initially started this journey was to be a light in a tunnel of darkness, and I feel like my light has kind of dimmed to meet a little bit of the darkness. So that's why I'm just getting back focused, staying out of trouble. I'm just gonna grind, put my head down. I'm gonna figure out really where I want to go for my next trip. I'm not done traveling. Um, like I said, it's still gonna be undecided if it's gonna be a fundraise trip or a paid out of pocket trip or even a showcase trip. Because after I gave so much in Kenya, it's kind of like, bro, you gotta see how it feel to even have a trip where you're low again. Like Kenya was like every day I felt like I was under a microscope, and it just really sucked, guys. It took all the fun out of it, guys. Y'all don't wanna have. It was even people around me that was just like getting away from me because they didn't want to be in a microscope next to me from everything that was happening. So um, I'm just letting you guys know that uh, that's where my head is at. Um, I will have a review for you guys because you do, guys. Even though so much was happened on the Kenya trip, I still owe you guys a review like we do on the trip. So I'm gonna hit you guys with a review with some never before seen stuff. Um, that I'm gonna show you guys some stuff that you did see. I got everything recorded on StreamYard, even if I took the videos down. So it's nothing to pull them up. From the realtor who put her stuff in the chat to the chick that was changing the outfits to the chick that left me when she read the comments. It's just, I got everything. So everything's everything's gotta just get edited up, chopped up, and then I'm gonna deliver it to y'all like Thanksgiving turkey. You know what I mean? So it's your boy Jay Rello, man, the number one traveling YouTuber. I want to drop the link today and ask anybody to come on if you have any questions, concerns. I want to give the people in the chat opportunity to talk to Rello, ask the questions, anything you want to know, anything you want to hear. Uh, I'm gonna be setting up my other platforms while I'm taking a brief hiatus off the travel space. My Kick, get my Twitter monetized. Just basically putting everything in order, so I won't have to necessarily show a little bit of the risque stuff on YouTube. We could kind of go to platforms that allow stuff like that because man, I can't get away with the stuff I used to get away with, guys. I'm too famous for it. So I'm gonna drop the link in the chat in case anybody wants to come on. Uh, Here it is. So uh, yeah. I'm scared to even say my next places I've been contemplating going because the next places I've been contemplating, I might figure it out. I think I'm gonna just keep it to myself for now until I can really come with because it's just so many haters, man. Yeah, I feel like I got more haters than supporters now. So I'm gonna just be letting y'all know um, what the next destinations are. It seems like I'm not really gonna be. It seems like I'm not basically gonna be traveling until it's something telling me January is the next trip. Starting off the year. Obviously, I went to Thailand in February um, of this year. So I think getting back to Thailand, uh, getting back. Hold on. I think getting back to Thailand, around the same time as the time I went last time would definitely be dope. I've been watching Keith's Thailand trip. It's been kind of quiet. I mean, they just got there, so it could definitely anything can heat up. It's not going to be a Relo trip, I tell you that. So if you're looking forward to some craziness happening, it seems like it's just going to be a regular. If you don't miss anything, you ain't missed anything type of trip from Keith and the streets and the street team guys. So I'm looking forward to the pool party. I'm be tuned in. Um, Kenya was crazy, guys. Kenya was fun. Kenya had things I loved about it. Kenya had things I didn't like about it. Obviously, y'all know what I said went crazy viral. Y'all know what I did went crazy viral. But it's just deeper than what I said and what I did, and that's why I kind of want to save a lot of the real talking points about the things about Kenya until the Kenya review. So we're gonna do half of it on YouTube, and then I'm gonna do the other half on Twitter where I can really let loose and talk a little bit more freely about what I really feel about Kenya. So I'll be looking forward to that. Uh, yeah, that's pretty much everything I got going on. Home safe and sound. I know y'all was like, Rello, you did a lot of fundraisers, but the thing about what happened was I really wanted to go to Joe Berg while I was there because it would have been dope. But once we was so short on the bread, I knew that wasn't gonna be a possibility. And obviously coming home, you know, after 5 days in Kenya would have been just devastating too. So there I was. It was in Kenya with a couple $1,000s, and my goal was to see how long that couple $1,000s could last, and it a couple $1,000s can last you a really long time, guys. Because I would have still had money left if I wouldn't have to pay for the B&B and in the flight. Like I'm telling y'all, like I would have still been out there. You have your flight and your B&B taken care of with just your pocket money. I'm telling you, you stay out there for a nice amount of time. I think you can make 2K last a month, but I'm 100% sure you can make 3K last a month because that's damn near about what I spent. But like I said, I spent money in spots that was like totally unnecessary too. So um like I said, just going for that like was just amazing to me because it's like, damn, I found a place where my money could actually stretch and I could still live that lifestyle I like. Where it's like, all right, I'm fucking with the, you know what I'm saying? Here, we popping bottles here, $70 in the club. Like it just made me feel. It gave Kenya gave what it was supposed to give, but I was shocked how so many things were kind of like so many things were just contradictory than what I thought. And I knew it didn't have anything to do with me going viral or what stuff I had going on. I was shocked. And I'm gonna save it for the review because I don't want to spoil it with the spoiler alerts, but um I definitely want to say like yeah, so long story short, I'm kind of in this spot where I'm really I'm shocked. I'm shocked about Kenya. Kenya was definitely Kenya. I ain't gonna lie. It would craziest trip of all time. I ain't gonna lie. Definitely a movie for sure. Um uh we're out of mods. Did you get some daycare? You sound like you got a cold. No, basically, uh block a couple people. Okay, so long story short, I was able to get back from Kenya. Uh, I was definitely happy that I was back in town from Kenya. It's definitely feels good to be home. That's my last trip ever. Like putting a trip together logistically, way to I put the trip together was garbage. Everything needs to be paid for off the barrel. It left me in a terrible spot where I was like, you know, having to string together whatever I could. But luckily, you know, I'm really him, so it's kind of, you know what I'm saying. So it's kind of one of those things where it was like it ended up being okay. But if I wasn't really him, I definitely could have ended up in a bad situation. I just want to give another shout out to the people who supported me, helped me out in every situation. They never switched up. It was a few people I called behind the scenes, and they were able to help. And it's just a lot of people that still had a lot of love for Rello after everything that happened on this trip. Um, I just know for sure, like next few months, I kind of want to do like a lot of introspective type of work, just looking deep into who I am, and I know I'm gonna need a detox off of YouTube in order to really get super dialed in. Y'all know I took that long, well, it was like 3 months off when the situation after CTG, and it's just kind of very similar to the CTG situation where like I just need some time away to get back refocused on what I came into the game for. Give it time to die down before we get on to the next destination. And like I said, I'm gonna be grinding in the meantime. So if you guys hear from next time y'all hear from me, it'll be, coming back on to see can we get another trip. It really showed me, even though the trip was crazy and I lost channels and got kicked out of places and drama for the whole month, and just it kind of really showed me like how I don't have to do that type of content anymore. I can kind of just do the type of content that I want to show, and that's kind of where I'm at with it. I just really want to show the content that I want to show you guys instead of like being pigeonholed into some content that's not really true to who I am. So I really want to focus in on showing that to you guys for sure, for sure. So okay, we got a guest in the back, Berto. I'm about to add you to the live. Uh, YouTuber, I want to thank you for tuning in. It's him. Let me see. Berto,
Rello,
what up, G?
man, I'm not trolling. I just want to know, can you explain what happened in that last video on
What last
Twitter?
video?
Last video on Twitter that everybody talking about that TMZ posted on his live.
Okay, what like which one are you specifically talking about, basically?
The one where she was saying you were hurting her or something like that.
Yeah, I'm
You
trying
were,
to figure out like which exact one.
huh?
I'm trying to figure out which exact one are you talking about.
The one where she said you were hurting her and she had AIDS or something like that.
Basically, oh, okay, that one. Basically, we were like play wrestling. Basically, I know what y'all hear on the audio. It sounds like I'm like forcing her to do some stuff, but it wasn't really that. Basically, you know what I'm saying? So you know how like girls like for you to like kind of, I can't really say it on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? But like we were basically doing a little bit of that, and it sounds very bad when you listen to the audio, but it was just really we was just fucking around. Actually, you know what I'm saying? She got mad. Um, you know how it starts off playing and then it gets serious. You get what I'm saying? So it's kind of like one of those situations. Everybody's been in them. If you ever had a girl that was a little bit more into the like dominating type of thing, I'm trying to keep it as clean as I can. Really, you know what I'm saying? Basically, so that's basically what we were doing, role playing. You see what I'm saying?
All right, G. That was all I want to know. Talk to you some
All
more.
right, G, you good? Yep. So yeah, that's basically what happened with that situation. I've had girls in my life that were a little bit more, let's say 50 Shades of Grayish, and that's basically that whole situation. Uh, I've Listen, guys. Like, I'm a gentleman with these chicks, guys. Yeah, what y'all seen and what y'all heard does not fully capture everything about Rello that you guys they say you believe of half of what you hear and none of what you see. So I'm kind of like in that same category where it's just everybody loves Rello, right? But um I have trouble finding the love that people want me to give back to them. You see what I'm saying? So it's kind of like y'all love me and I love you. You know what I'm saying? I love all of y'all. You know what I'm saying? But trying to find the love to reciprocate it back after you take so much hate is just really, really, it's really, really tough. So, long story short, um, that's kind of where I'm at with it. Um, Everything that happened on the trip, I'm not proud of. I'm not happy of. Um, if I could take things back, if I could take a different approach to how things happened on the trip, I definitely would take a different route to it. So I'm just kind of in this spot where I'm just really I'm really concerned, and I'm really just thinking about a lot of things that I did wrong on the trip. I didn't feel like I feel like the content that I wanted to show you guys, I didn't be able to show you guys. So I'm just really I'm kind of I'm disappointed that I didn't get to show you guys uh, what I really wanted to show you guys for sure, for sure. So long story short, I do a lot of things, guys. Basically, like, y'all gotta understand when I'm putting on a show for you guys, it's a show. So you guys gotta understand, like, sometimes I'm gonna do things that are a little outside the box. Yeah. And y'all gotta understand, it's all a show, guys. You know what I'm saying? Everything I show y'all, it be real, but when I show it to you guys, it's like y'all could think that it's like fake, right? You see what I'm saying? Because it be so real, but I kind of set it up for y'all to really think it's really real like that, and it's really like this not really real. You see what I'm saying? It's like a magician, right? I show you some stuff and you'll think it's real, but like when I actually show you how I did it, it's kind of like, you know what I'm saying? So y'all gotta understand that I'm really good at what I do, and the things I showed you guys on this trip was kind of like um just putting on a good show for you guys, something that was gonna keep people talking. I'm not proud of everything that I did this trip. I feel like it was a lot of things that if I could take back, I would take back. But like I said, when you're in the spotlight, it's everything is lights, camera, actions. Subs then donated. They want a good trip. They want some fire, and and that's what I gave you guys. I gave my haters a lot of ammunition because this trip literally almost ruined my whole YouTube career. So I just really I just really I just really it's crazy, so uh I'm not gonna be on here long tonight. I do have some things I want to talk about. I know you guys probably have some questions. Uh I'm really here for your questions. I got answers. I know y'all are saying the next trip, the Sioux, Thailand, Punta. Like I know you guys are are thinking about a lot. So I'm really I'm really anxious to see what the future holds for me. I never know my, you underestimate how much your you underestimate how much your channel means to the travel space, and that's basically where I'm at with it. So I underestimated how much I mean to the travel space, and that's what it is. So um, a lot of stuff I do, guys, y'all not gonna understand. Um, Basically, I'm doing skits that seem basically like they're real, right? But it's fake skits, guys. Like y'all gotta understand, like I'm a showman, you know what I'm saying? So if I put together a skit and it's a guy that's not trying to use a condom, that's a good skit. You know what I'm saying? If you think it's real. But if you don't think it's real, it's a bad skit. You see what I'm saying? So that's basically like I want to do thought pieces like that makes people be like, no way. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of, I like that content that shakes you and leaves an impression on you where it's like, damn, you know what I'm saying? I do like shock content. I really do. I love that. But like I said, the thing about it is when you make it feel so real, people really believe it until they find out, oh, it was a skit. Now it's like it don't hit the same as, like I said, shit goes viral from people believing it's real, guys. My whole show is contingent upon people believing this is real. And that's why I deliver it to you guys the way I do. I never say, hey, this is the stage, we gonna really, you know what I'm saying? Like I really bring it to you guys like this is my real life, because a lot of it do be real, but if I throw some hyperbole in there, every now and then and let niggas just think about it, it's different. You know what I'm saying? So long story short, um y'all gotta understand what's real life and what's not real life, all right? So it's your boy Jay Rello, the number one traveling YouTuber. Yeah, man. So we in the building. So I got the link in the chat in case anybody wants to come on. Um, Anybody got any questions? I got answers. It's been a great trip for sure. Kenya was a game changer for me, an eye opener for sure. So um, I'm just like I said, I'm a master at what I do, guys. And like it'll never be another Rello. It will never be. It really will be. Just think about that. A skit of a guy trying to have unprotected sex with a chick. That's viral. You know what I'm saying? That type of stuff goes viral, guys. I know what to do, guys. I know what to do to get people talking and to get people up in arms, about things. And that's what I'm gonna continue to do because like I said, the attention is the gas of this channel, guys. I have to keep this channel um entertaining for you guys, and there's things that I'm gonna do in the future that you guys may or may not, you know you, you have to understand that I'm showing you guys these different things just to, I'm gonna make you feel a certain way. You know what I mean? I have to. If I don't make you feel it, it's not gonna hit you. And that's why I think I've been so successful on YouTube because my content, I make you feel a certain type of way. Whether it's anger or it's happiness or it's the edge of your seat or it's something to think about or it's I'm ashamed or it's just all the different emotions um, I strike up into the audience is what makes me a great storyteller, a great entertainer, and a great person. That just like you can't stop watching me. You know what I'm saying? And that's that's what I've always been great at, is just like making people feel me, whether it's good or bad, you know. So I'm definitely I'm definitely thing for sure. So I got the link dropped in the chat in case anybody wants to come on. It's your boy Jay Rello, the number one traveling YouTuber here. We got 18,000 people in the building. So it's definitely lit. They're saying he's still in Kenya. No, I'm not still. I wish I was. I wish I was still in Kenya, but I'm back in Gary, and uh I'm back. I'm back, and it's definitely lit. So for sure. So I got some more things that I want to put together. So um, it's just I just got so many great ideas that I want to do that could just be just so crazy, especially in different countries. It's crazy. Do you have any allies left in this travel space? Yeah, I do. Um, I got people that still fuck with me. Um, Not a lot. A lot of people switched up. But they was fair weather friends anyway. Sometimes it's good to clean house. You know, where you get rid of all of the people who wasn't really. You only want diehard, right or wrong people in your corner anyway. So, long story short, the people that switched up on me actually didn't mean me no good, no way. So, all right, we got Ivy Lane in a bit. I'm about to bring you to the stage. It's your boy Jay Rello. Tell you, chica, say hello. What's going on, Ivy?
Yo, Big Rello,
What up, G?
tell me, man, you back in the States?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So why you ain't show your cam, yo?
Cause I don't
No.
want anybody clipping this and making another hit piece on me, basically. So I kind of want to just I wanted to do a black screen so they could have just less ammo. You know what I'm
Let
saying?
me ask you a question. You really
What up?
thought your Kenya trip was lit?
Yeah, my Kenya trip was out of control for sure, for
It was
sure.
out of control. Yeah, it was out of control, but it
Yeah.
wasn't lit.
No, it was lit in an out of control
You know?
drama for my haters type of way. It wasn't
What,
lit in like a I
what
envy
did you
him
really
and wish I
do?
was him
You
type
did,
of.
you did more couch casting, yo.
Yeah, because that was because of that's everything that happened had made it damn near impossible for me to really get off the way I really wanted to.
Man,
I was public enemy number one after day five. I couldn't
I'm,
even,
I'm
you
gonna
know what
tell
I'm
you something,
saying?
man.
Every third video on your YouTube algorithm was Rello crashing out in Kenya. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of
Yeah, you
once
got
you get
attention
that
for all the
famous,
wrong reasons.
that's what I'm saying. So like I blew my spot up so fast, so
Let me,
crazy. I couldn't
let
even
me ask
get
you a
off the
question.
way I
How long you
wanted to.
think you could last like that?
What going so crazy like that?
With
What you
all that
mean?
couch casting, tricking, all that.
What you mean?
It's tired. It's repetitive now, yo. You gotta switch your shit up, yo.
No, people still love me for what they love me for. I ain't gonna lie to you. My entertainment is
I'm
still there.
saying, wow. I want to see how many more funds you could raise to do these trips, yo. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah, I can still get a fuzzy,
After
y'all.
Kenya, I think it's a wrap after Kenya, yo.
Nah, it's not. It's not, bro.
Nah, it's not.
I'm nah,
Nah, it's not. All
niggas
right.
still
You know
fuck
what?
with me, bro. Mama, niggas still
All
fuck
right,
with
do
me.
a fundy for your next trip.
Yeah, but I'm
You know
saying
what I'm saying?
I'm taking a
I'm gonna
long
make a bet.
detox.
I'm gonna make a bet. We could put some money up
All right, what you trying to bet,
that your next fundy ain't going good, yo. You're not gonna make your numbers. Do a
bro?
fundy for Thailand, yo.
It's me, bro. It's me. It's me. Hello, mom. You don't count Rello out. You count Rello in. You know what I mean? Oh,
Oh man,
mom.
you got a
I'm
target on your
taking.
back now, yo, and not a good one. They
No,
coming
niggas
for
fuck
you,
with me,
yo.
bro. Niggas fuck with me still. Trust me, niggas still fuck with
Nah,
me.
they coming for you, man.
No, they ain't coming from me. They ain't coming from
What
me,
do you
G.
mean ain't coming for you? How many YouTube channels they took from you?
They took three on this trip, but
Took three on
I
this trip,
mean,
right?
yeah.
All right, so you think they're gonna stop now?
I mean, they probably
Do you
leave me
think they're
alone
gonna
since I'm
stop?
out of. They probably leave me alone because I'm out of Kenya. I ain't gonna
Supposed
lie.
to leave
I'm
you
just
alone?
so stay
Nah,
low.
Don't work like that, bro.
It don't work like that. Guess what do work like that
Mhm.
though? I don't want to remember that. All right. All right. Catch you on the next one, bro. Shit. I'm tired of that talking all over me anyway. Don't come on my show talking over me, bro. God damn. I'm trying to hear you out, but shit. You don't talk over me on my own shit. Then you talking about I ain't gonna get my fundy off. Get that hating ass shit out of here. It's me. I always get my fundies off. Shit. So yeah, man, it's just your boy J Rello, man, here talking to my subs, letting you guys know what's going on with me. I'm detoxing for a while, letting everybody know that it's gonna be a little while so y'all see your boy, man. After next week, I'm gonna do a little Kenya review. It's gonna be dope, comprehensive. We're gonna start from day one all the way up to day two, day three, day four. Everything that happened. Definitely, definitely a crazy, crazy trip for sure, for sure. So, um, okay. Does anybody else have any more questions, concerns, about well, anything else I got going on? Does anybody have any questions, comments, uh, anything they want to say to Rello that they didn't get to say about everything that I've been that's been going on with the Kenya trip? Um, Everybody that donated, um, they got more than their money's worth. I ain't gonna lie. Going viral and being just the talk of travel space on YouTube was just too crazy. Like I had clippers that just were clipping me, clipping everything I said and putting it with a video, with attached to a video. It was too much, guys. It just was too much. And so that's part of the really the main reason I'm kind of taking a break off of it. It's just it's um it's a lot, you know. So you guys don't want this level of fame. I finally see like what it is to be like a real actual celebrity, man. It just it sucks. I ain't gonna lie, it sucks because everything you say, everything you do, um, everything's a move. You know what I'm saying? Everything's a try to capitalize or clout chase off of what Rello's doing. So I kind of really want to I kind of really want to like I said, just get recentered, get refocused, back on the grizzly bear, back on the grind. I haven't paid out of pocket for a trip in so long. It just, you know, I kind of lost touch of how much this stuff costs when you're actually paying for it, and just get back humbled to how I've really, really, taking a trip and not having to fire up a live and really bring content could just feel so good at this point, guys. I ain't gonna lie. After so many crazy trips where I just was like, oh my God, I gotta, like it'll feel good. I ain't gonna lie. I'm looking forward to the alleviation and not showcasing how the trip is because it just be too good. The trips are just too good, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I don't want to smack the shit. I see somebody DM me about smack. I'm not smacking nobody. I'm not threatening nobody. I'm done threatening people. I'm done saying what I'm gonna do to people. All of that get channels taken. I'm not trying to do that stuff anymore, guys. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm really just trying to kind of stay out the way. All of that threatening people over the internet and what I'm gonna do and I'm gonna see you. All of that shit gets old after a while, and so I'm kind of in this spot where I'm just like trying to focus on me. Um, just stay true to who I am as a man. I got goals I want to accomplish. I got a vision for how the next 3 years of my life are going to be, and I just gotta. I have to work extremely hard to make those visions come true. It's been an honor. It's been a pleasure. Showcasing these trips to y'all and giving y'all some great entertainment to look forward to and laugh and get you through your day and all of that. So I feel like I can walk away from the travel space and just really know that I gave it everything that I had, and that's a great feeling for sure. I ain't gonna lie. Why don't you think you hear little Adam in the background? I think you're Kenya and you're scared of the airport. You left your mark. Yeah, I definitely left my mark. I left over a mark. I ain't gonna lie. I left everything I had on the table. 11 fundraise trips. I still feel like I got the best supporters on YouTube. Everybody's doing the fundraiser thing. I'm a pioneer. I'm a legend. I'm an icon. Um, like I always told y'all, I could walk away from the travel space and be 100% happy of how things shook down for me, and I still mean that because my name still is it's still real. You know, like I said, I'm now like figuring out like what like nicknames I could come up with to kind of be lower in these. Like Drake said, I think I'm famous enough. I don't need any more press. I'm about to change my name to Walter Smith type shit. Because it's just like I worked so hard to get so well known, and now it's like I want to be unknown now. You know, it's just so crazy. So I'm just definitely I'm feeling the downsides of being so famous on YouTube, guys, and it really it sucks that I'm at this point. We like I know like how Mr. Beast feels, where like everything you say, everything you do is gonna be under a microscope. You have an image to uphold, and unfortunately, that's the image I have. I have a good image to uphold, and I took that for granted, and I didn't realize what I actually meant. But now I actually have a feeling and know what I mean to the travel space. So I'm just really taking this break to get focused, get back to the money, get back on the grind, and then I'll be back with the next trip. Fully decided whether it's back to Thailand or back to Africa or back to DR. I got people that's hit me on the back end like, man, I fuck with you, but I can't do none of that YouTube shit because I got a girl, I got this. I'm like, you go viral for anything, and it's just, and I totally understand now because even now like towards the end of the trip, I'm like, nigga, you post anything, it could probably go, you know. So I just, you get so, like I said, you get tired of being in that spotlight once you be in there so long. I finally understand what it feels like to feel like, man, like I can't do anything without people having a motherfucking opinion about it or trying to clout chase off it or trying to dick ride or hate on it. So long story short, this hiatus and break that I'm taking away from YouTube is definitely gonna be it's gonna be warranted for sure. So I don't think anybody's gonna be like, man, that was fucked up. You took a break off because they see how crazy things going, and it's still going. Like it's still people putting out videos to this day, 10 hours ago. You know what I'm saying? So I'm still in the whirlwind shitstorm of the fallout from Kenya. So I'm just um I'm just really I'm grateful. I'm thankful. I'm happy. I'm in a good place. I need to keep my all of my positivity to myself, and that's where that's how I'm carrying it for sure, for sure. So I appreciate y'all. So next Fundy another flop. Next Fundy another block for Ivy Lane. What is your image at this point? I'm still the number one traveling YouTuber. I feel like I've actualized it this trip. Obviously having my channels terminated and then starting another one, and having this many people still know who I am. I can start another one tomorrow, and those many people. I'm famous enough to where losing a YouTube channel with 2,000 subscribers is not the end of the world. Where a lot of people would be end of the world. I'm just I'm really him. You know what I'm saying? Mog, like it's just you say my name and it invokes a type of passion in people, and that's a power, and I gotta really monitor how I'm spending my time and my power and my energy. So that's basically what where I'm at with it. What are you gonna do without me? I know the travel space is gonna be y'all gonna be okay. Y'all know I took 3 or 4 months off before. It was dry, but um y'all will get through it. Hopefully Keith's trip actualizes and has some great moments. Um, but like I said, I just got to take a break off, girl. It, it got to. I got to take a break off. I'm just really, I'm tired, guys. I'm depleted. All of my creative juices and energy, I gave everything I had to you guys in Kenya to the point to where I had to cool off. So I just really, I really I need a vacation, as Young Jeezy says. You know what I'm saying? So a different vacation. I need a vacation off of this work that is travel vlogging for you guys. So it's definitely been a crazy trip. Great support system. Um, People rocking with me so tough. Um, did I deliver the content that I wanted y'all to see? No, but did I deliver the content that my haters wanted to see? 100%, yes, because everybody made money. Everybody had something to talk about, and like I said, the drama from this trip was just at a fever pitch. Long story short, really almost a career ending trip. But luckily, I got people that know me, know my heart, know what I stand for, and are rocking with me no matter what. And that's where I'm gonna always never forget the people that was with me in my desperate times that helped out and made me able to get home and be safe. So I just really want to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. It's the number one traveling YouTuber, your boy Jay Rello, man. So I'm gonna drop the link in the chat in case anybody wants to come on. Um, all right, let me moderate this chat a little bit. All cap, you can't post any content. Your channel will be taken down. Yeah, I'm just moderating a little bit. Michael Brown, correction. Hold on, is there really 21,000 people watching? Yeah, it really is, J Travels. I'm really him. This is gonna get clipped and used in another video that's gonna be on your algorithm, so expect that. I'm famous, guys. I tell you guys, like I'm really, 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 really famous, guys. I ain't gonna lie. Everybody knows Rello. You type in J Rello, and it just takes you down a rabbit hole of videos from 10 years ago, type shit. So. You just gotta understand like the power of the internet is very you can wield it for good or you can wield it for bad, and that's the way I've definitely been carrying it for sure, for sure. So, um well, they calling you Kellogg, they hate your guts, 220,000 but 10 people chatting. A lot of people like ghost listen to me is what I learned, right? Because like I'll be on a live, not thinking a lot of people's watching, and then I'll watch somebody else's live, and they'll be talking about a part of the live where I didn't know they was watching. So they're always watching no matter what. No matter if it's It says 60 people in here, and it's kind of the chat is moving slow. Something's gonna get clipped and pointed out and used in another video some type of way, guys. I just learned to deal with the fact that people ninja watch me more than any other travel content because it's like you love watching. I understand, but it's kind of you're ashamed to want to be associated with it. You know, it's like you're watching Jerry Springer. It's like skipping school to watch Jerry Springer. Like it's like a guilty pleasure. I understand for sure, for sure. Um, how much did Mary get to be quiet? I didn't pay Mary off. Um, I know y'all heard that on that other video. I didn't actually pay Mary off. Mary was actually cool after the whole situation happened. I know that sounds like a good story, but the truth is really I didn't never pay Mary anything to be quiet. She probably just wants it to go away, which is smart because I mean in Kenya, from what I heard, they can forget about stuff pretty easily. But we'll see how everything shakes out for sure, for sure. So. We are barely, hopefully, hear you say sorry. You have some words, but all we get it is I'm famous. I mean, I've already apologized enough for everything that happened. I don't like I said before. I didn't want to go on an apology tour, and I meant that. So there will be no more apologizing because, like I said, I think people understand that that's not my character. That's not somebody I embody or want to emulate at all. So I just really want to thank my supporters and the people that rock with me for knowing my heart and knowing that yeah, I've done some things that maybe were out of character and not to in my best light, but at the end of the day, I've always tried to be a better man and always bring just great travel content to the subs of YouTube, and that's how I'm carrying it for sure, for sure. So it's your boy Jay Rello, man, the number one traveling YouTuber for sure, for sure. So so yeah, I'm gonna stay on a little bit longer. I just this was just mainly a welcome home live. I got a lot of work to get to doing for the Kenya review. And some things I want to talk about. The good, the bad, the ugly with Kenya. And yeah, that's pretty much everything that I'm gonna be talking about today. I'm just trying to think in my head, is there anything else I wanna basically talk to you guys about tonight before I get off of the live. I think we're gonna stay on like another 10 minutes and yeah, it's Rella. What about K9 and them? I don't have any bad blood against anybody. Um, I don't want any smoke with anybody. I don't. I don't wish any ill will with anybody. I'm always gonna pop my shit because that's just me. I birthed a lot of these guys in this travel space, and that's the way I'm always gonna carry it because it's true. I got a lot of sons. I got a lot of grandchildren in this travel space that I don't need to say names, but people know my lineage is long in this travel space. So I just really, I want to thank my grandbabies. I do it for y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna leave y'all something in the wheel from Rello, from Relly Gang. So I just really, I'm just really, really, uh, it's a lot. It's definitely a lot. So I just really want to give a special thanks to my supporters, the people that's been rocking with me, the people that's had my back during these crazy times. And I just really I want to thank you guys so much for everything. I really love my subs from the bottom of my heart. Uh, you guys are like what's has been everything to me. Get me through these tough times, and it's just been great for sure, for sure. So, got a guest in the building. I'm gonna add it to the live. It's your boy Jay Reto. Team Chicken saying hello. What's up, G Ball? You gotta cut your YouTube. You got YouTube playing in the background, bro. If you're gonna come on the live, you hear me, G? You live?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Well, I have a few questions.
All right.
You
Go
asked,
ahead.
you told us to contact to ask some questions, so I got some questions.
Okay.
Uh, so you say you back in America, but you won't even come on camera for 5 minutes. Why?
Cause I don't wanna give any more ammunition to my ops. Basically, that's all. Basically, that's the only reason. I'm back in America though, for sure. So
Now, let's talk about what transpired the whole time you were there. Because I listened to you now, you seem like, okay, maybe you got some growth, but I'm unsure because you come back and make other statements. What is your biggest regret from this trip?
I mean, the way I acted with the young lady was probably the worst thing. Also, what I said about the Kenyan women too that was disrespectful. So it was a lot of it was those two things I feel like was my biggest, missteps. I feel like I made for sure. So that's all.
I see. Okay. Well, that is good because your behavior was very unsettling for many of us. When you were leaving from Kenya, were you afraid going to the airport that someone would recognize you and maybe you would encounter a physical issue?
No, not really. I didn't. I never felt like I was any real danger. I just felt like a lot of the scrutiny from the internet was really the main thing. I never felt like, oh, I'm actually going to jail or somebody's gonna kill me. Of course, I had death threats from Kenyan people, but I didn't. I would be lying to you if I said, yeah, I felt like I was actually in some real danger, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Basically.
Okay, because after the first incident and how you begin to move, you were talking tough Tony, but I think that you were afraid. Were you afraid at that time? Because
Yeah,
think about how you moved.
I was afraid, but I wasn't like actually scared, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like.
Okay, well, let me ask this question straight up. Because you were talking tough Tony, but in my experience, okay, how do you speak that way and then be afraid? No one gets to talk reckless and then you were hiding your movements and this, that, and the third, and then you come back and say you're afraid. That's almost a contradiction, you don't think?
No, because the same way people talk tough, like when they get really scared of somebody, like it's kind of like that same thing. Like, you know, I mean, we all done it before. Like, you get really scared, but it's kind of like you got two emotions. You could talk tough or you could really be scared. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of always lean towards the I'm talking tough when I'm scared as hell. You get what I'm saying? Basically. So that's basically it for sure.
Okay. Um, with what transpired with you and these ladies, the encounters you were having, and what you were recording on Twitter, I know that you have women in your family, aunts, cousins, etc. Maybe some nieces. What you were doing, would you ever want a man to do that to them?
No, I wouldn't. Um, I'm not happy about what happened. That was a horrible moment for me for sure. But I just, like I said, um, my content I do, it's in that vein. It's in the shock culture. You know what I'm saying? So I like that's what people kind of watch me for is a little bit of the more dangerous stuff. You know what I mean? Basically. So I'm kind of in that spot.
True. I'm trying to see how humanistic you are in that sense. Sometimes as human beings, when we do things and we do reflection, unless you are a sociopath, you it could easily roll off and you will say, oh well, I was doing this, but that wasn't my mother or my aunt. You know what I'm saying? So we're trying to humanize you to see where you are. That's why I'm asking certain questions, if you understand.
Yeah, yeah, I understand. I definitely understand. But like I said, when you watch a movie, it's parts in there that you like, that's just acting, right? You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like when you watch me, you gotta know like part of this, it can't be all the way true. You get what I'm saying? So it's kind of that's the kind of content I've always liked it to do, was that shocking, like, oh my God, you see what I'm saying, type of content. So I'm kind of, it's like on one hand, yes, this isn't me, but on other hand, I'm really just trying to entertain my audience. So it's like I'm balancing, like a balancing act, basically. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Basically.
I get that because yes, in everything you do, whether you a professional comedian or a professional engineer, definitely there's a balancing act in your personal versus, uh, let's say, your leisure, if you will, uh, professional kind of thing. So no, I get you with that. I get you with that. Also, let me ask you about this because during your time in Kenya, you were taking basically these blue pills. Um, are you not afraid that you may have some heart damage?
No, I don't. I was hearing about that, but I wasn't like really like seriously gonna be like, okay, this is gonna permanently like damage me physically. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I was taking that because my sessions were a little lackluster as far as the performance time. It wasn't the performance; it was just the amount I was lasting in the actual session that became a issue, and I started getting some grievances and some complaints from my partner that she was being left unsatisfied just from the actual stamina perspective of my actual round. So that led me to be like, okay, I need to take these pills because they're not complaining so much. They love the actual performance. It's just the time on the court is not getting me enough 3 pointers to shoot. So I'm just kind of in that spot, basically, if that makes sense. I'm trying to keep it as YouTube friendly as possible in explaining that. You get what I'm saying, basically. So um,
I I understand you're going around a roundabout creative way to answer the question. I'm merely speaking. I wasn't speaking in terms of your performance. I was speaking in terms of the ramifications of this could have on your heart. Why? Because if you think about people who, men and women who take Viagra, because women take Viagra too. Usually, these people have certain conditions that have been diagnosed before they take this. Even in America, when you go to the gas station and they selling these performance enhancing things, you get my drift. Okay, people have suffered. There's something going around that they're selling now in the blue thing where so many people have collapsed and stuff. I forget the name of it, but they said it at this gas station. I'm only referencing that because I was saying about your health. So anyway, I wasn't trying to get into the weeds of performance.
I mean, but I mean, if you're worried about
No,
the
you
health
not you.
aspect,
You.
I think maybe you would be kind of worried of like why I'm taking them in the first place, basically. You see what I'm saying? So that kind of,
Well, no, I would know why you're taking them in the first place. I'm just, again, normally people have certain conditions that take these. You didn't strike me as a man that would have these conditions that would require that. So if
that's
they
what
are
I'm saying.
so
But that's why I felt the need to differentiate. Okay, some guys take it for they need the actual staying power, or I was taking it more from a stamina perspective where I could go the extra
I get
rounds
the
I needed.
stamina, but that still has an effect on your heart.
I get it. I get that part, but I'm saying like I can't like in those moments, I know it's tough to understand, but in those moments it's kind of like I need to have my partner satisfied for the actuality of the circumstances. You see what I'm saying? Basically, like
Okay,
you feel
let
me?
me ask.
Like
Okay, we can leave that. We can leave that one alone. Let me ask you this question. So, since you say you have regrets about filming your encounters, have you gone on your Twitter and removed all those videos? Yes or no?
I mean, I removed all the ones that, you
So,
know, I haven't removed every single one where I've had those encounters because I mean the ones that were like tough to watch I did basically for sure because it wasn't a good look. Long story short, so that's where I'm at with it.
Okay, okay. Um, since you say you don't consider yourself what we call a passport bro, am I correct?
No, I don't. I'm a travel vlogger.
Okay, well, let's get into some grown folks stuff in this realm. Um, I get that you say you were having fundraisers, okay, to move about in these different countries with your traveling. But even to the last two videos that you did on this particular channel, especially the last one before this one here, you seem to have attitude with some of your patrons because they were not giving what you thought they should be giving. Now, here's my thing. I would never go to another country as a man, as a man. I'm not a man, but you are, and not have what you would call an emergency fund in the event that something could happen outside of your fundraisers or the people who are funding you. Why? Because anything could happen. You are a man. Men are supposed to have their plans together. They for because anything could happen. So I'm just wondering, why were you so unprepared?
Right, because this trip was different because I kind of overextended myself because I was trying to do two trips at one time, basically, and it was going to be like a lot of money to be raised in such a short time, especially with like the unpredictability of everything that happened. So, long story short, um, I usually have the trips logistically set up where it's like, all right, I got the flight, I got the return flight, I got the B&B. I might run out of pocket money if the trip is just going too crazy. But this trip was different because I was flying from Kenya and I was originally supposed to be going to Thailand. So I was going to need to fundraise while I had already fundraised for a trip. So it was just a fundraiser on top of a fundraiser to a place that people really didn't care about me going. I had to basically beg them to go. Stuff went haywire and then the other trip wasn't possible. So long story short, it looked like a mess, but normally everything logistically from A to B is always done pretty right. Long story short, so I don't know how long have you been following me though, Miss.
I'd rather not say.
I mean, because I'm just asking that because that would give you like me a base of knowledge of like how far. Because I mean, if this your first time coming across my content, you would know that my trips usually be like just great trips and entertaining to watch instead of traumatic experiences.
Okay,
Basically,
well, I will
you see
be
what I'm saying?
honest because you saying you're being I will be transparent here. I came across some. It must be. Let's see. This is September. Maybe 4 to 5 months, somewhere thereabout. But I have not caught, let's say, every video that you have made. It was only with the explosion of the last that I started watching more of your videos, and then of course your channels went down, and then I could not see things. You
Okay,
see.
so I mean, did you watch any of like my Medellin trip? Did you watch any of that or just it's been just a mainly the Kenya trip basically that you were watching?
I think I watched one video from that trip. I'm trying to recall. I think it was one video. But there again, remember, you had multiple channels. Okay. So when I start getting invoked with this particular trip, because again, it was like a trickle down in terms of how I would, how on your timeline, YouTube will recommend certain, oh, I forgot about him. Let me go watch, see what he has now. And so that's how that went.
So I mean, you've been entertained if you've been watching me for that many months, though. Let's be honest, really, basically.
Well, I'm entertained with a bunch of stuff on YouTube. That doesn't make it perfunctory. No. The what I'm just trying to ask some of the questions that I think some of your viewers here that are watching would want to know or ask, and maybe they are too hesitant to come on to click the link to see what's going on. Um, because I just found again, I just when I think about you say you're not a passport bro, but some of this stuff that's going on around here, it all looks the same to me. You can put lipstick on a pig and it's still a pig. You see, because really, I don't know if you know a lot about what's happening in West Africa with what they call sex tourism. Because what I found during these last few weeks with you here in Kenya is that this is exactly where you were going. All of the BBC documentaries that had been done on the Gambia and all around it, the west side of Africa, you were embodying the mere definition of all the documentaries that they had done about sex tourism. And right now, they have a show called 90 Day Fiance UK. And there is a lady on there. Her name is Zena, white lady. She was traveling in and out of Ghana. And the people were calling her, you're going to laugh, Visa Vagina. Okay. Anyway, so when you were doing these videos, and I think it was Razor Rays, how I saw about your Twitter, because I didn't even know you had the Twitter until another YouTuber, it had to be him that mentioned this Twitter. I go to there, and then that's when I see these videos, and that instantly made me think about the BBC documentaries about the Gambia.
Hold on. So you saying my Twitter made you think about BBC? That's what you're saying,
The
basically.
BBC documentary, yes, they have several
Regular
documentaries.
BBC or BBC documentaries? Which one are we talking about?
Type in BBC documentaries, and then you will see them come up. You see? Now, see, you trying to be funny. See, you over there playing. See, you over there playing. Hence why I'm not thinking that you're behind here playing. You say you don't want to be Rello. Let's get to it now, Rello. Rello. You say you don't want to be famous. Then you say I'm an icon. You an icon? Really? You an icon? You an
I'm
icon
I'm
because
an
you were
icon
doing
in the
sex
travel
tourism
space.
in an East African nation. That's an icon? Really?
Listen,
That ain't no icon. That's disgraceful.
no,
And
I'm an
think of this,
icon for different things, basically.
Rello.
Like
All
I've
these people
pioneered.
have
Are you?
listen to me. All these people have downloaded all of your content. You are never going to live this down. So in 10 to 20 years from now, your life trajectory may possibly change a different way. Maybe you decide to become a family man. Then all of a sudden these videos pop back up on social media and you're going to be cooked. See, this is why you have to think about things that you do. All those videos you made with these women, you're going to have to answer for that. You, as I said, when I first came here, you say that you apologetic, you remove this stuff, but that stuff already been downloaded. Trust you me. And your digital footprint about what you were doing and how you were treating other black women, that trajectory, you're gonna be cooked.
I
You're
don't
gonna be
think
cooked.
so. I don't think
Well,
so.
you can say that. I'm older than you. Life works in a 360-degree circle. So as
Yeah,
you are walking, you're going to continue at some point in your life, you're going to walk over the same path that you walked previously. You don't see
yeah.
it.
I'm
That's
ashamed
no problem.
about what happened. I am, but I'm not gonna live the rest of my life with a black foot on my neck like that. You know what I'm saying?
No,
For sure, for sure.
no,
You
black
know what
foot.
I'm saying?
Nobody putting a black foot. This is called karma. This is not about a black foot. And every living thing, including me, we have to deal with it. You're not the only one. I'm going to have to deal with my own karma now, myself. But what I'm saying is, all of those videos, that's why I said to you, okay, you take them down. Yes, except for a few. That could be the ones I think when you were eating in some places and you were walking about and all of that. But at the same time, These people have recorded this stuff.
Yeah,
Your real name is out here.
yeah.
Okay.
But
Yes.
I mean, I don't. That's the thing about it. Like once I cut off YouTube and live a real life, like all of that stops. You know what I'm saying? Like this only gets fire if I showcase it to you guys. Like if I go on this next trip and don't press upload on YouTube, I'm just a regular person. But the moment I showcase the trip to y'all, now it has that possibility of going viral, and all of these other things could happen as a response to it. So it's like I was telling you, like I'm a real celebrity. Like I can't move like a regular person anymore, and that's sad. That's really, I'm so sad that I can't like just showcase you guys my trip, because now I get just haters that's just working overtime to make
No, you
something bad
can,
happen.
but you're gonna have to be selective about what you present to your audience. You cannot do the same foolishness. Because listen, and I'm sure even with your fundraising people who help you financially with these trips, some of these people have traveled themselves. Some of these countries that you go to, you happen to be lucky, because let me tell you this, Rello. If you had done this in Nigeria, you would not be online right now. You would never get out the airport. You probably, if they didn't catch you and remove you from planet Earth, you probably would have been at the embassy trying to get some assistance. Because everyone is not playing with the simple fact of how you. It's almost like this. Uh, uh, um, I can uh, say what I want to say about my brother, but let somebody else say it about him. Then and then now you got a problem with me. The same way I'm sure you move that way. Anybody can say whatever they want. Anyone can say whatever they want about, let's say, your mom. Whatever relationship you have with your mother, you can do it. But the minute an outsider like me say it, then you ready to go to war. And that's how they are. So I'm merely saying you're going to have to be mindful. You can share things with your audience, but you need to be selective about what you are sharing. And especially in certain countries that you travel to, all these people are not going to be laughing and blocking your accounts and things like that. That is merely a small modicum of what could really be done. You see, I'm not wishing anything bad on anybody. But there again, as I said about that karma, we as humans, we all gonna get it. You see, and so you just be mindful. Now that's all I got. That's all I got. Because I'm telling you, you had to pull into Nigeria, you wouldn't be on this. You wouldn't be on YouTube right now. That's a known fact. Anyway, I just wanted to come on and just ask a couple of questions and see where you are. But I think at least for five to between 15 and 30 seconds that you should show your face to your audience here. Why do I say that? Just because of what you said a few seconds ago, um, about if you do make another trip and funding with these folks, etc. Show the people in good faith that you're not a liar. Show the people in good faith that you are here. You don't have to stay on there for a whole 3 minutes. You can do 15 to 30 seconds. Boom. Anyway, that is all I have for the church today.
I appreciate you coming on the show today. I appreciate that.
I appreciate you answering my questions.
All right, I'm gonna catch you on the next one. Just be safe.
Peace.
All right, take care. Okay, so yeah, um, I'm gonna start wrapping this one up, guys. I want to thank everybody that tuned in to tonight's live. I'm gonna be back next Friday with the review and everything. It's me, man. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy, the number one traveling YouTuber. Nobody does it bigger than your boy J Rella. I want to say special thank you to everybody that came on today, that spoke with me. My grandmother came on today. I'm gonna be at church next Sunday, I promise, with my suit on. So I just really, really want to thank everybody that supported me and helped me with this trip. Helped me get back from Kenya. It was a crazy trip, and I just really I really, 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 really want to say thank you to my subs for every dime that was sent in, even though the trip didn't go as great as I wanted it to. So until next time, it's your boy Jay Rello, the #1 traveling YouTuber. I'm back here in Gary, Indiana, just kind of getting my brain right, getting my system right, and yeah, just praying for some more direction. So I'll be I'll be back to you guys next week with the Kenya review. We're gonna break down a lot of the things that happened um, next Friday at 8. Uh, until next time, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Y'all be safe. How y'all be safe? It's your boy Jay Rello, the #1 traveling YouTuber. I'm going, y'all. Peace.
Rello, 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 Rello. Shit. Big Rello when I'm hopping off the plane. In a suit, bet they know my name. In a place you don't even need game. Numbers on the tube insane. I'm a fundraiser just for the sport. Remember days I was crying at the port. Remember days I was crying in court. It's Big Rello, nigga, fuck what you thought. #1 when it comes to the show. Got a flight and you know I gotta go. New channel, nigga, check my flow. If you didn't know, motherfucking know. With the views, they be showing nigga love. Took 200 and it was what it was. Had a nigga lock like your boy went thug. They be like, Rello, can you really hold a grudge? I be in the hood with them hitters. From the bottom to the top, real nigga. Say the wrong word, I spit you. If you try to get it off, I get you. #1 and you know I gotta go. If you didn't know, motherfucker know. Thanks for tuning in to the show. It's your boy Jay Rello.